Hey there, and thanks for your interest in Churnkey. My name's Nick Fogel. I'm the founder and CEO, and I want to take a few minutes to walk through the Churnkey platform and demonstrate all of the different features that make us the best retention solution on the market. Let's start by looking at a live Churnkey customer. Note that some of the information is changed or blurred out to respect the end user's privacy. Churnkey tracks every interaction down to the invoice level. This lets us report on the most important financial information for your organization and how Churnkey is helping you boost revenue and decrease churn. Here we can see this organization has saved $3.5 million in the last year since going live with Churnkey, and they've saved 31,000 customers who were planning to churn. If we look at the boosted revenue figure below, we can see that this customer is also boosting their revenue by $500,000 per month now that they've been live with Churnkey for a while, because those saved customers don't churn back immediately. They stay and they compound over time. Churnkey makes it easy to visualize thousands of different customer decisions and interactions with your cancellation flow across time and across different audiences and cohorts. Using this data, you can make more intelligent decisions around which offers are working best for which types of users. Note that we also include important financial information below the cancellation flow visual here. This includes the average customer LTV boost after taking each of the different offer types. You can also look here to see the reactivation rate for each of the offer types. And using this information, you'll be able to strike the right balance between churn reduction strategies and revenue optimization techniques. Cancellation insights offer really important quantitative data that you can use to reveal patterns, track how product releases are impacting churn, and also uncover startling trends before they become threats to your business. Notice how easy it is to slice and dice each of these different data analysis tools by segment, by pricing plan, and all other sorts of customer attributes, as well as time series data. Our Insights AI feature allows you to parse qualitative feedback at scale for new product ideas, for testimonials, and for other important factors that concern your business. It can be extremely time-consuming to manually go through and try to review all of that free-form customer feedback data. We use natural language processing to save you tons of time by surfacing the most actionable data and color coding it. So red would be data that has a very high confidence interval, and data that might not be as relevant will be cooler. It'll be a purple or bluish color. Each dot plotted here corresponds to an individual customer's actual feedback. They're color-coded and plotted according to which items have the highest relevance to your business. Finally, Churnkey has an offer performance overview where you can look at the ratio of accepted and declined offers for each offer type. This is extremely helpful for filtering out each segment and each cohort to see which offers are accepted at the highest rate for each cohort of user. The customer activity stream is an extremely powerful tool that you can use to go back and rewatch each individual user's session as they interact with your flow. You can quickly filter and sort the activity stream into the data that's most relevant to you. So if you're looking to understand how users who accepted a discount interacted with the flow and those who didn't accept a discount interacted with the flow, you could gain a lot of information just by going through and spot checking some of the sessions to rewatch them and observe patterns. We also surface some of these trends, like the time spent on each step in the cancel flow. Click on any customer from the main dashboard, and that's going to take you to the individual's dedicated timeline view. This will surface all of the relevant billing information, cancel flow session data, as well as any failed payment information about their account. And if you're part of our custom event tracking beta, we'll also surface churn prediction using those customer attributes, as well as customer health scores using those same attributes and AI models. Churnkey serves targeted, incredibly personalized cancel experiences for every single customer. Rather than using a cold, one-size-fits-all cancel flow, why not do something that makes the user feel recognized and special? To do this, you're going to use customer segments to either use billing information that is pre-populated or your own unique customer attributes. You can customize the copy to call attention to long-term loyal users who've been with you for a long time. You can offer hidden plans for customers who aren't using the product as much. You can use internationalization to target prices for purchasing power parity. The opportunities are truly limitless if you take the time to create and optimize these segments. And if you don't have the time, our expert team will work with your team to help you craft the best segments to fit your audiences. Our customers love the Cancel Flow Builder because it's so easy to use and so powerful at the same time. Let's look at an example of an existing customer's cancel flow, and we'll go through the setup as well as how we craft offers. And finally, we'll look at one of these in the wild. Here we're building a cancel flow for legacy customers. So a lot of the copy and corresponding offers are going to be personalized for this user who's been with the company for over 3 years. Also, notice the freeform feedback field. This is where that freeform feedback is going to be capture. You can require it, which we recommend, and require a minimum character length so you can ensure that customers are leaving meaningful feedback. This is going to be picked up by our AI system, and then it's going to display that on the dashboard once that data is ingested and ready to be presented to you. As a final step in the cancel flow process, there is this confirmation option, and we typically recommend you use it. This is a great opportunity to drive customers to abandon the cancel flow altogether and give cancellation a second thought. Since this segment is specifically focused on legacy customers, it's possible to use custom copy here to highlight that they have a legacy plan and also drawing attention to the fact that you appreciate their long-term loyalty as a customer. Next, we can move over to the offer tab, and that's going to let us assign an offer to each of the possible survey responses. Our overarching goal here is to craft offers and write copy that can counteract their initial churn intent. So if we look at each of these different answers, we can identify offers based on what we know about our customers already that can entice them to stay longer. Doesn't fit my budget tends to be one of the more obvious answers to get somebody to stay. If they don't have the money, then they may have to cut your product. So why not meet them in the middle and offer them a percentage or fixed rate discount for a duration of time? Once you connect your billing provider, we'll automatically pull in all the coupons and discounts that you have, and then we'll group them based on percentage and fixed rate, as well as multi-duration or single one-time use discounts. During our initial setup call, we'll pull our benchmark data, and we can tell you the discount amount and duration that will work best for you. Finally, sometimes a hidden plan can really delight users. It's something they're not expecting. These are plans that you don't put on the marketing site. So for certain situations, it can be really advantageous to offer them something novel. Here, the answer is no longer needed. So maybe this is a light plan that would be a better fit because they're not using this particular plan to the fullest extent. So this customer has 2 lighter usage plans that are hidden. They're not on the marketing site. Churnkey offers a number of advanced settings to unlock even more potential in your retention strategy. With custom fields, you can easily configure custom attributes and pass those into your Churnkey flow. Then you can trigger segmented flows based on these values. This particular customer is using a number of these attributes, and you can see they use the session field here, and then they can deliver a personalized flow using that session data. We often get the question, how do you prevent someone from gaming your offers? Well, with Churnkey, we've come up with the answer to that. Offer cooldown periods. This lets you set an amount of time that must elapse before a user is allowed to come back and take another offer. This feature can be particularly valuable if you offer generous discounts and don't want users redeeming too many of those. You can look at the cooldown graphic as you configure this, and it will help you understand the financial impact of this strategy. Let's talk about hidden plans, or the plan switch offer type. Now, these plan names may look familiar. It's because we just added them as hidden plans while setting up that last cancel flow segment. Churnkey makes it easy to register and map existing subscription plans, as well as to customize the plans that you've got with your billing provider, and then they'll appear just as you designed them within the switch plan offer type, as we just previewed as we were going through that last segment. Finally, there's an overarching design tab here that lets you set up your overall cancel flows look and feel. And note that there may be different options depending on the theme you choose from the dropdown. For more advanced styling, we offer detailed documentation for how you can customize the flow with CSS. All right, now that you're an expert on everything that Churnkey has to offer for cancel flows, let's see what that last segment we created looks like on a live customer site. Thanks so much, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon.